Hey guys, I have some exciting news this morning. I had a chance to interview Vickie Tuskan as part of our team meeting. What you're going to see following is just a small clip of our conversation, but there's really good information in there. If you're a buyer, you need to see this Minnesota housing program. With Vickie Tuskan from Man Mortgage. Vickie, I've known you for probably, I don't know, what, 15 years?
Probably
15
somewhere
years
in there,
ish?
Sunny. Yes.
Yeah. And so you work for Man Mortgage and you have some pretty exciting news to share about the Minnesota housing program. So just wanted to take a second this morning. Of course, say hi to you, say hi to all of our customers and clients, but also give you a chance to just talk about that Minnesota housing program. Wonderful program, not only for investors, it's a wonderful program for first-time home buyers. It's changing the game, I think, for as far as down payment and down payment assistance goes, because now we can use a conventional product. So, could you just speak to that a little bit this morning for us?
Yep. I'm just going to make sure when you said investors that it's investors that are going to be owner occupied. So when you mentioned that, I just want to make sure that we understand that it's for owner occupancy. And so Minnesota, so if you're buying property in the state of Minnesota, there's two down payment assistance programs that are um, there's different pros and cons to each of them, but there's a startup program and that gives $16,500 of down payment closing cost assistance. It is a loan. It does need to be paid back, but if it's a deferred interest program for 30 years. And then there's a step up program. So if it's somebody buying their second house or more than that, that gives $18,000 of down payment closing cost assistance. Again, it's a loan. It does need to be paid back, but it's $18,000 over 10 years. And the interest rate of that mortgage will be match the first mortgage. So it's a very nice program. Anyway, for more of the details, just let me know. But both of them are loans, but it helps people get into the home with as little as $1,000 down. Chirping.
Talk, talk to me about interest rates. What are you seeing as an interest rate across the board right now on some of those conventional loans? Is it as bad as people say? I hear they're 8, 9, 10%.
No, no, right now they're coming back down. We're seeing rates under 7% right now.
You
And
are
if credit
wonderful.
scores are strong, yes. So that's a good thing. But again, we're building wealth. So yes, interest rates are important, but you build more wealth by being a homeowner than by renting.
Absolutely. So no matter what that interest rate, if it's 1% or not, I would say it's not a good enough deterrent to not make the decision to invest in your future, invest in yourself. I agree
Correct.
100%. Yeah.
Correct.
Can you talk to me a little bit about um, the down payment amount? So, like, say I work with a lot of first-time home buyers. If I was a first-time home buyer and I was looking at the Minnesota housing program, what are some things that I would expect to qualify for this program? I'll
What I
redo it.
would say the number one thing is that you need to have $1,000 of your own money. So that's money that we can show that came from you from either, your paycheck. Most of the time it's from your pay. And so that we see it going into your bank account, it sits in your bank account. And then those are the funds that we would use for closing, as well as the down payment assistance program. Now, other programs, there's FHA, conventional, VA, and USDA. Any of those programs can be used in conjunction with the Minnesota Housing Down Payment Assistance Program.
Wonderful. And so that money can be used towards closing costs. It can be used towards down payment, all the above. All a buyer needs is just $1,000 of their own money into it, correct?
Correct. Or 1% of the purchase price, whichever is less.
Wonderful. Can you talk to me a little the process to apply for this? How hard is it to get into this program?
It's pretty easy. We have a simple app. You would just fill it out on your cell phone. I could text you a link and you fill it out. It comes to me. I collect some bank statements from you to show that you have that $1,000, your pay stub, and a W 2. And then we go from there on it. and see how much house you can afford. It
Sure.
just takes minutes.
Where are you seeing minimum credit scores coming in?
Your minimum credit score could be 0 if you have no credit at all. We can build what's called manual credit, and we could discuss that in more detail. Or if you have to use the Minnesota housing program, usually it's about a 650 credit score. There can be a few different caveats to that, but 650 is a good score to start with.
Wonderful. And you've been doing the mortgage business for how many years? About 20 now? 20, 25?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, we won't go into that, Sonny.
Okay.
It just feels like yesterday.
Sure. Yeah. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you through the years. I know that you have a wonderful heart for first-time home buyers. I know we've worked together on some pretty tough transactions, and we made it to the finish line, and we really changed some families. So I want you to know, first of all, I appreciate you. And secondly, if people want to get a hold of you, Vickie, how do we get a hold of Vickie Tuscan at Man Mortgage?
My cell phone is 218-780-0408. You could send me a text or give me a call.
Wonderful. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thanks, Sonny. Have a great day.
Thank you.